to be doing a book haul. Warning, warning, okay, this is going to be a long book haul. I'm going to try as hard as I can to make it short, but I bought a lot of books. I recently went to Florida. If you've been following me on Instagram, you probably already know. I got roughly 25 books in Florida. I know, I'm so bad. But anyways, okay, so the reason I'm standing up is because literally I have a stack up to like here of just books. Because I have so many books, I am not going to go into too much detail about each one of my books. I'm just going to kind of do a brief overview, and hopefully you don't click out like 2 minutes into this video because my explanations are so long. So the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the first 5 books I got are actually all in a series, and I got them from my best friend. I'm not sure exactly what this series is called, but I'm just going to call it the Evermore series because that's the name of the first book of the series. But here they are. I got 5 books. Okay, so I believe this series is about a girl, something tragic happens in her family, and then all of a sudden she can start seeing people's auras. An aura in this book is basically kind of the person's mood, and even cooler than that is when she touches someone, she knows their entire life story. It's both a blessing and a curse, I guess, and this kind of follows the main character in trying to navigate this newfound power. Yes, I got the whole series, which is awesome because it means I can marathon it, and I'm so excited. The next book I got is also from my friend Sarah, and I'm so excited to read this book. It has been all over BookTube. I'm sorry if you're kind of annoyed by just hearing about this book so much because I know everyone's talking about it, but it is Between the Lines by Jodi Picoult. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Okay, if you don't already know, the premise of the book is basically this girl, she's reading a book, and then the characters start coming out of the book or coming to life. That is all I need to know about the book to be interested in it, so I'm also really excited to read this one. So the next book I got is book 1 and 2 in the House of Night series, and it is a bind-up of both books, so this is just called House of Night, and it is about vampires. And yeah. I already watched the movie, and I'm sorry, yes, I watched the movie already, and I feel so bad because so many people recommended me this book on GOODREADS, and I just don't know if I'll ever go back and read it, but just in case I do, I got this book for $5, and it is The Host by Stephanie Meyer. The next book I got, I am going to treasure this book forever because if you guys don't know, I love Alice in Wonderland. For anyone who's been following my channel for a while now, you guys know I kind of have an Alice in Wonderland obsession, a little bit. My friend Sarah, I'm sorry Sarah, I keep saying your name. Let's count how many times I say Sarah in this video. But my best friend Sarah, she's the one who I went to go visit. She got me this book because she knows how much I love Alice in Wonderland, and it is called Alice's Adventures in Wonderland Through the Looking Glass. So this is the leather bound edition, and you guys, the pages are blue. I still have it in the plastic wrap because I just don't want to take it out of the plastic wrap, even though I want to see what the pages look like. I heard there's some illustrations in here too, so I don't know. I'll have to like try and open the plastic wrap, but I don't know if I will. Okay, the next book I got is a signed copy, and it's by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and it is Wait for You, and this is a contemporary novel, and it's, as you guys know, I read Obsidian and Onyx, the first 2 books in Jennifer L. Armentrout's Select series, and I absolutely love her writing. I love her characters. I love the way she just tells her stories, and I'm so excited to read another book by Jennifer L. Armentrout. She has just easily become one of my top 10 favorite authors of all time, so I'm really excited to read this contemporary book, and just by the cover you can tell kind of what it's about. The next book I got is called Night Film. Currently my sister is actually reading it, the Naya, I got her to read it. I know, I feel so proud of myself. It is like a criminal investigation book, so the entire book is filled with articles and snippets of pictures, and it's really cool about it, and what interested my sister in it. My sister loves Criminal Minds and all those kind of NCIS, CSI shows. I don't know what she watches anymore. This book is basically like a criminal investigation movie put in book form. You kind of, as the reader, have to do a lot of work in trying to solve this murder that happened. And I will let you know what my sister thinks of it, and then also what I think of it once I finish reading it. This is one of my favorite buys out of everything I purchased, and it is Robert Frost's Selected Poems. I don't know if you can see it, it is kind of bright. If you don't know who Robert Frost is, then you need to go and take an English class. He's one of my favorite poets. This is some selected poems of Robert Frost, and I've just kind of been making my way through it, and I'm actually a huge fan of poetry. Personally, I don't write poetry, but I do like to read it, so I'm really happy I got this because it's kind of nice, you know, on those days where you don't really know what to read, to kind of just pick up a poetry book and just read a little poetry. I have a little poetry in your life, you know? This next purchase is a book that I already read, but I did not own, or I guess I do own now because I'm holding it in my hand. It's Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. So I read the entire Hunger Games series. I know what you guys are thinking, being like, Naya, you haven't read the Hunger Games series. Shame. No, I have read the Hunger Games series. I only own the Hunger Games in paperback. I wish I owned it in hardback. But yes, I got Catching Fire in hardback for $5 at the bargain bookstore. I got it specifically just to add to my collection because, as you guys know, I'm a book collector and I just wanted to own the whole series. Now all I need is Mockingjay and my life will be complete. And the next book I have here is also one that I read. This one I read at least 10 times. I could literally tell you this book by heart, and it is The Giver by Louise Laurie. I know her name isn't Louise. Is it Louise? Laurie? The Giver, and this was already turned into a movie. For a lot of schools, it's already a required reading book. I know my little brother has to read it this year and he wants me to like just tell him what it's about so he doesn't have to read it, but I'm like, no, Sten, you have to read the book because it is amazing. Just add it to my collection because it is one of my favorite books. Okay, next I got a book, my very first Nicholas Sparks book. This one has already been turned into the movie, but I did not watch the movie yet, okay? I did not watch the movie, don't hate me. I stuck to my plan of getting the book before the movie, and this book is The Longest Ride by Nicholas Sparks. Kind of a contemporary book. No, not kinda. It is a contemporary book. So far, I know it has to do with horses and a girl falling in love with someone who rides horses. And that's about all I know about this book. I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you more. This book. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. I just finished Scarlet by Marissa Meyer, the second book in the Lunar Chronicles, and I am tired. Okay, I finished it. I died. Okay, everyone out there who told me that Scarlet was their least favorite book in the series, Scarlet was amazing. I liked Scarlet like a million times better than Cinder, and I loved Cinder, so that's saying a lot. So my friend Sarah, knowing how much I love the books, and didn't want me to wait to read the next book, so she got me Cress by Marissa Meyer. The Lunar Chronicles, if you don't know, it's amazing. I can't tell you what it's about because it's literally about everything. Cyborgs, alien, future, past, kings, queens, everything is in it, and I'm on the third book now, which I plan on reading soon, and I'm so excited. We're almost coming to the end. Bear with me here. The next book I got was The Cuckoo's Calling by J.K. Rowling under her pen name, Robert Galbraith. I don't know why she chose that pen name. I don't know what this book is about. All I know is that I've seen it everywhere and it was $6 at Barnes & Noble. So the book buyer in me was just like, nah, just get the book. So I just got the book, and this was kind of an impulsive buy, I'm not gonna lie. So we'll see what it's about when I read it. Okay, the next book I got, I've been keeping my eye on Book Outlet, but I haven't purchased it on Book Outlet, and then I saw this at Barnes & Noble's for $4.98, and I just had to get it. It is Easy by Tamara Weber. It is a really good book. It is a contemporary book, and it has to do with a girl who something happened and her life has never really been the same since, and then she finds this guy who kind of changes things, and yeah. The next book I got is something I'm seriously so looking forward to reading, and it's called The Glass Castle by Jeanette Walls. There it is. There's the book. Because it is was it considered a contemporary book? I don't know. It's kind of a it's a memoir, I believe, not a contemporary book. So it's kind of based on a true story, I believe. I'm sorry if I'm saying what this book is about wrong. It takes a peek into a family's life and their struggles, and I'm just really looking forward to reading this because every now and then I like to take a break from fantasy and fiction and kind of just read something more real, and I got this book specifically for that purpose, so I'm really looking forward to reading this one. The book I got is Disarm by June Gray. Okay, this book, okay, let's just admire the cover for a second. So can you kind of tell what it's about just by the cover? Yes, you can. This book from Sarah. Again, Sarah, I love you. You're my best friend. Girl, before reading this, it is another contemporary book that I'm not completely sure what it's about, but the cover looks fantastic. So I'm judging books by covers now. I am so sorry. The last two things that I got, I promise this is the last. I got the Odyssey. It is the children's edition of the book, or of the story, sorry. And I got it from my little sister Naomi. She's 2 weeks old now, and I've been reading it to her, and she really loves it. So her review is that she stops crying when I read this book to her, so that must be a good sign. Last thing I got, I went to that fangirl event a few days ago, and I purchased a bunch of, well, not purchased, I got a bunch of free samples of mangas and things like that and a few comic books, so I'm just decided to include that in this haul because I don't know, they're partial books, right? So that counts. Okay, thank you so much for watching my haul. Okay, as far as book buying bans go, I know in my last haul video I said something about a ban. Okay, I may have not said something. I may have said, you know, that I was on a ban. That's not happening anymore. I decided, you know what, forget bans. I am just gonna buy books when I feel like buying books, and I'm gonna read books when I feel like reading books because it is something that I love and something that I feel like I shouldn't put a restriction on. So, no more book buying bans. Book buying ban pod. Yeah, so no more book buying bans. Lots of hauls to come. These are the books that I have. Can I read them in a week? No, but who cares because I love books. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video, and bye!